So the new version of this environment include adding a gamification element like a score and badges, registration and login, some help tips, and adding some lessons. So the update include auto-saving the latest written code, the gate link button, gamification element, user account registration, tutorial lessons, sorting the shared code, the button, some symbol, and the code Genie character. So the gate link button, whenever the user wants to share his code, so he can write some code, get the result or run the code, then by clicking the gate link, he can get a link so he can share it with any social media or any platform. Then the auto-saving latest written code during the coding workshop, some students lost their code by accidentally closing the tab of the environment. So by giving them or by storing the latest in the browser local storage, whenever the user closes the tab and open it again, he will get the latest written code. In addition to that, we also have the save code button where we can download the text and can download the result into the computer. The gamification element include adding scores. Whenever the user do different activities inside the environment, his score will increase, and when his score is more than 500, then he will get a new badge with a new dialog, congratulations dialog box. So the researchers or a study shows that gamifying or adding some gamification element increase the developer engagement and interest into in the environment. In order to store that scores and badges, we will need the login and sign in. So we created a new table in the database for the user, which is the user table where we sort or save the user name, the user badges, and the email, and all the login information. In response to the student feedback from the previous camp, many students suggest adding tutorial lessons. So we tried to add, although there are some coding template, but the student suggests adding tutorial lessons, something to start with and go from the simple one or beginner to the harder lesson. So currently there are 12 tutorial lessons, and we can add more tutorial lessons whenever we want. So like how to draw the basic symbol, how to change the symbol color and outline, how to use the text function, how to change the text font, how to change the text color, how to change the text location, and how to write if-else statement, for loop, switch statement. Some symbols need more explanation, like the oval, triangle, arc, polygon symbols. They have more than one parameters, more than the just location and the size. They have, like, for example, the oval one has the angle. It can be either oval shape or a circle shape, or the arc one, it has the starting angle and the ending angle. And the polygon has different sizes. It can has 5 sides, 6 sides, 8 sides. So also there's a tutorial lesson for how to use the other shape, and the button symbol, which was added in the last update. So the tutorial lesson, whenever a student click on lesson, in this example lesson 4, which covers the if-else statement, it will take him into short steps where he can do the next and the previous to go to the next step and learn. If a student run some code while reading the lesson, he will get some scores, or his scores will increase. Whenever a student click the done button, it will go back to the lessons menu. So the gamification elements, as shown in this flowchart, if a student read the lesson, run some code, and finish the lesson, then his scores will increase by 50. If he did not run any code while reading the lessons and just click next, then his scores will not increase. If a student, so these are the several or different activities that the student can do to get scores or to increase his score. So if he writes some code and run it correctly without any errors, he will get 20 points. If he runs it again and did not change the code, he will not get any scores. But if he run it again and change the code, he will get more scores. Then if he shared the code with others, he will get 15 points. If he click the get link button, he will get 10 points. If he click on any symbols, the circle, the heart, or the flower, he will get the 3 scores. If he click the like or the heart button of the share of the other people shared code, he will get 1 point. If the scores were more than 50 points, then login dialog box will appear asking the user to log in, so we can save his scores. If the scores were more than 500, then the student will get a new badge. Tips were added also to let the user know how to use the environment, how to get more scores. And also sorting the shared work using the most popular and the most recent sorting were added to the new update. So with this one, the most popular or the shared work that has more likes than the other, with the most recent, the last or the latest shared work. The symbol button was also added to the environment in this. When the user click that symbol, this code will be added to in the editor area. And in this example, the button, whenever we click the button, a new star will be drawn in a different X location. So we can modify the codes inside the function area. And the first 2 parameters are just the location, and the third one is the text on the button. So for future work, we can link the shared work with the user account, so that whenever a user shared some work, his scores and badges could appear into the shared work area. We can also develop a leaderboards with the programmer who has the highest like or popularity. Then we can add, this environment can be tested in a new coding camp to see if we have more user feedback or more student feedback that we can add and update the environment. And that's it. Thank you.
So much.
Any questions?
So is it web-based?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
So
web-based IDE. Yeah.
anyone can access it from anywhere?
Anyone can access, and it's free. So if you go now to www.thecodegenie.com, it's there. So thecodegenie.com, then you will find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the motivation of recreating? I believe there are lots of online
Yeah.
code learning tools nowadays. There is code.org, you say,
Yes.
and there is Scratch for
Yeah.
block-based programming, and there's
So,
a JavaScript script online.
Right. Right.
So what is?
There
why
are
did
many-
you create something new?
Yes, there are many
Yeah.
developed tools in
Yeah.
the industry. This is an individual effort to develop something from a female programmer perspective. Most of the developer tools are done by male programmers, so this is from our perspective, which is, I don't know if
To make it more artistic and
yeah,
appealing
to add
women.
more, yeah.
Flowers
Yeah, to increase
and
more student
colors
interest. And
a
from
lot.
my previous experience, this is my motivation how to enter the programming world, to add art element in it. So I made my dissertation and this towards adding art into computer science.
Okay. That's part of your PhD.
Yes,
Okay. At Eastern Michigan.
as Eastern Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good job, Michigan
job.
people.
Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Any other
So you have already tested it out in a camp type
Yes.
environment.
Yes.
How